have to apologize. I did not see. I have a Blue Yeti microphone, and this thing is super sensitive. So right now, I can actually hear my cat's water fountain in the background. Now I don't know if that's going to be on the actual video, but just gotta apologize. But we are back here playing Bloons Tower Defense. Let's see how many games I can do this time around. Normally I only have time for about 2, but depending on the game I can do more than that. Nice Robo Farmer. I actually don't really use Robo Farmers right now, but you know, it's not bad to save them for later, you know. Perfect. So while we pull this up, and hopefully I can get some good matches here. I mean, probably not that many people playing Bloons Tower Defense on a Thursday morning, but we'll see. The world is a big place, so you never know. But crazy what happened in Louisiana the other day. That was crazy. And crazy is not the appropriate word because there are many words to describe what happened, but yeah, it's insane, you know, first day of the year and you get, you know, not even like 12 hours in, you get something crazy like that happen, and it ruins everything, you know. Not just people died, right? 15, I think 15 people died as of now. Lots injured. It's crazy though. I mean, not much really to say about it except it's expected nowadays, you know. And of course, a lot of people are gonna find scapegoats and blame whoever they want to blame for it. But the truth behind it is that stuff like that's gonna happen regardless of who's in charge or what laws there are. Um, it's gonna happen. It's just the way the world is, and most people can't accept that. Most people need a reason for everything. I want to say most people, but a lot of people. I was thinking I was on this side. I'm so dumb. But like I was saying, most people, or a lot of people, they just they need someone to blame for everything, and sometimes there just isn't. Um, Sometimes it's just the way things are, and I mean, we as Christians know why that happens because of sin and free will. But for other people, it's like they can't comprehend it because they're like, well, why would somebody do such a horrendous thing? And they're trying to find like an explanation behind it. They're trying to see how they can prevent something like that. And I hate to say it, but like most of the time when we see massacres like this, it's because of guns, you know, an assault rifle or, you know, whatever the case may be. But this time it was a little different. Most of the damage was, I believe, from what I saw, caused by the dude just running over people. So pretty much his weapon was his truck. And we haven't really seen anything like that in recent history. Most of it's just school shootings or like the Vegas guy who maybe it's just me, but I still don't really. Do we ever find the dude's motive behind that? Crazy. He just shot like from a hotel room into like a crowd, and I don't remember like hearing much about the shooter or his motive or stuff. I know he was old, but anyway, I mean, to my point is, you don't really see any kind of massacres like that where someone uses their vehicle to straight up run over people. Um, so I mean, it's bad regardless, but you know, people the gun people can't say that. I mean, I know he also used a gun as well, but like I said, to my understanding, it's most of the carnage and damage was done by the guy's truck. And um, and like I said, it's you know, most of the time, you know, most people blame the guns and because of the gun laws and stuff, and well, if we, you know, if we had these guns banned, then this wouldn't have happened. Well, that's not the case this time. I mean, what are you gonna do? Ban trucks? You know? You can't do that. So, like I said, it's crazy that not even 5 hours in it, because I think that happened like 3 or 4 in the morning or something. Like, I think it was still dark outside, so it couldn't have been, 6 or maybe 7 or 8. But I'm sure that, I don't know much about the suspect or the guy who did it. I know he died. Good riddance, he died. Um, yeah. I want to. I shouldn't say good riddance, but and I'm not like a death. I'm not really like the biggest death penalty guy. So like, if he did survive, I don't know what would have happened. I don't even know Louisiana's laws, honestly, when it comes to the death penalty and stuff like that. But either way, he would have either served life in prison or death penalty if possibly. I mean, those would only really be the only two options for somebody like that who did something like that. But yeah, I'm not the biggest death penalty guy. I mean, I understand it, an eye for an eye, right? But I honestly, with the death penalty, it's just so weird. It's just so spotty because there's so many people um, so many innocent people who the government literally killed, and they were innocent, and that just can't happen. So I don't know. The best way, in my opinion, to avoid something like that would just to not have the death penalty, and that's just straight up my opinion. But in some cases where it's obvious, triple double homicide, like a family or something, or I don't know, something horrendous like that, rape, torture, murder, like Ted Bundy type of stuff. I think that's pretty reasonable in most eyes, honestly. I think it's reasonable. I think that's a safe opinion to have. Yeah, this is my opinion, everybody. Ted Bundy deserved to die. I know it's controversial. I know some might hate me for it. Some might love me, but I have to say it. I am compelled and convicted to say it. Ted Bundy should have died. All right. No, but in all seriousness, he would have. He was cooked regardless. Um, I don't. I'm. I haven't really been keeping up with it that much because one of my New Year's things is getting off the phone, because I think we spend way too much time on the phone and stuff, and it's just not the way it's supposed to be. I think he was like Middle Eastern, right? Does that sound right? I think it was a terrorist attack. I heard the governor said it was a terrorist attack, but then the FBI came out and said no, it wasn't, which is dumb. And honestly, I would not trust the FBI. Like, they're kind of clowns in my opinion. I know we should trust law enforcement and stuff, but I don't. All the way from like local cops um, to the straight up FBI. Like, I'm sorry, I respect them and stuff. I like the troops and stuff. I support the troops all the time. I got military in my family, but I don't blindly just trust or follow the government. I would love to trust law enforcement and the FBI and CIA and stuff, um, but I just, one of my rules is just to not blindly trust the government, because the government is, it's made up of people like you and I, and people are easily corrupt, and so it's just a good rule of thumb to, like I said, I respect government officials, kind, nice to them, but I don't just blindly trust. I always question with my government officials. Always question, whether it's a new law or somebody who new who's running for office. You always gotta question them. Always ask questions. I keep saying ask questions. I feel like a dummy. I'm trying to focus and talk at the same time. See, I'm not a good multitasker, but always question. Always poke. Always dig into. What the situation is, what law it is, who the person is. Because you never know nowadays. People have their agendas, and people are really good at hiding them. Really good at hiding them. And most people don't understand that. Most people just blindly follow, or they hear something, they read something on the internet, on Instagram, or Instagram. The internet is super manipulative because there's influencers out there, like political influencers, that have like these nice accounts with like nice pages built out, very aesthetic and stuff, but super misleading. And sometimes it's not even their fault. Sometimes it's just like they're putting out false information that they don't even know is false. But it's just it can be very tough for a young person nowadays to. I got holy shoot! I gotta log in around 25. I need to get better here. Oh my lord. Okay, what are we doing here? Let me just stop talking for a second and focus. Let me focus. Let me focus. Let me focus. Am I cooked? Chat. Am I cooked? Am I cooked? Am I cooked? Am I cooked? I'm cooked. I'm cooked. F me. F me. F me. Oh my gosh. Rematch. Holy crap. Maybe I should stop talking that much. Get off me, Felix. I need to quit it. Oh my lord. Come on. Dang it. 48 and 12. I did not want that to happen. I was not locked in. Oh my. You know what? I was logged in. I just straight up lost. I just straight up lost. Jeez. Felix, my cat is so annoying, man. I love him, but dude, I just fed you and he wants more food. He's bothering me not because he wants love. He just wants food. Because I try to hold him, and then after a minute or so, he wants to get out. It's like, dude, I fed you, so what do you want? You don't want me to hug you or hold you? Don't want me to feed you? I mean, you do want me to feed you. But man, just stop, please. My other cat is not like this. My other cat is a lot more mindful. She's a lot more smarter, right? And it's weird because she's actually the fatter one out of the two. And she's not here always begging for food and stuff. I'm not going super monkey. What the heck, man? Banana farm? Screw it. We'll give it a shot. Okay. The sucker? I don't know what it's really called, but I call it the sucker. The sucky suck. Oh, that's funny. Alright. I cannot lose here. It's okay if I lose one, but I'm not losing two on a video. If I lose two, I'm not uploading this crap. Alright, but anyway, talking about the Bourbon Street thing, massacre. The Bourbon Street Massacre. That's what I'll call it. Yeah, no, don't know much about the suspect. Know he was a dude, but it's kind of obvious because most crime is committed by males, so that was pretty predictable. I'm even hesitant to say that like 90% of mass killing and stuff are committed by males, which is, it's not surprising. If you ask any reasonable person, they're like, yeah, that makes sense. Most violent acts are committed by men because out of the two genders, men are the ones who are more typically, I have to be careful here, men are the ones that are not always, but are typically the more violent out of the two genders. And that's just true. It's true in all the data we see. Domestic violence, every crime statistic, it's mostly dudes. Dudes are mostly violent. No. Dudes are not mostly violent. Males tend to be more violent than women, than females. And they're also more capable as well. More testosterone. Their bodies have more muscle mass, bigger, thicker bones, thicker skulls, all that good stuff. They are more capable of committing violent acts, and they're just more violent in nature compared to women. So, not really shocking that it was a dude who did it. I think he was like an older gentleman, maybe 40 or 50. I saw a couple the pictures I saw were interesting because I saw one picture that the guy looked like where he could be 30. And another one I saw where he looked up straight up 50, pushing 60. So I don't know. You can't trust everything you see online nowadays. and I certainly do not trust that. You know, the terrorist thing, I don't think I have enough information. I mean, in my eyes, in my opinion, a terrorist attack is an attack that causes terror. And what happened 100% fits the bill there. So it is a terrorist attack, you know, but I know like the actual definition is an act caused by like political motives and stuff, which we just don't, I mean, at least I don't know yet. But in my opinion, I think it's a terrorist attack. I think that's a pretty safe assumption to make. I'm getting smoked here just a little bit. It's alright. This person doesn't seem too difficult. Glue, construction monkey. I think I'm good. Yeah, not like the other guy who had a freaking boost tower and super monkeys and banana farms. Jeez, I really got cooked there. My thing is that I just picked the same lineup for every single match, regardless of the map, which is not good. Like, I need to be more intentional with the maps the towers that I put for each map, because there's, believe it or not, there's a strategy for each map. There's a, for the most part, there are towers that work better than others. Like, for example, with this one, I would say Buccaneer, Sub, Ninja, and then that one tower where spikes come out on each end. I think those will work best because of the loopiness of the map, and because it's long and winding too. And there's also a ton of space here for like a banana farm. You know, that's just my opinion though. Again, I'm not an expert. I do think I'm pretty good at this game in my opinion, but I don't know. So far so good though. I mean, he obviously has more lives than me, but as I've told you guys already, lives do not mean crap. They do not. It's all about how many lives you have at the end of the game, which doesn't make sense because you lose according to losing all your lives. So what I mean is, it's just all about having at least just one life. You don't need 12 or 150 or 30. You just need one. You know, you just need one life and you're still in the game. I mean, I really need to upgrade max out my Buccaneer to the highest levels, because I think the upgrade to the right, with the cannon, I think that's the special for that is an automatic Moab destroyer, which is clutch. Because if I have that, because in this map you can fit like I would say at least 10 Buccaneers. So if you have 10 Buccaneers maxed out to the right with that Moab special, then shoot, you can knock out 10 Moabs per round pretty much, which is so OP, in my opinion. I should probably boost up my econ. I'm gonna leave it at 440 and then just rely on banana farms the rest of the way. I definitely need to boost up my defense here with wizards. At this point, I should have at least one wizard maxed out. I do not, though, which is problematic. Econ, I need more money too. This is not gonna work out in the long run. Mas dinero right now. Man, I saw this reel the other day on Instagram. I've actually seen it a few times over the past few months. It's weird because Instagram, I don't know if it's just like my taste is very limited. Like I don't have lots of range in like my humor. But there's this reel where there was a trend. I think it was a trend like a few months ago where it was like, give me my money, and then you just go around and say that, like, give me my money. Don't ask me what it means or why it was a trend, but I'm pretty sure that it was like a TikTok trend. And the trend is like you each go around, you know, the camera hands to different, different people in the group, and each person says, "Give me my money." Right? Does that sound familiar? Maybe I'm just tripping, but I'm pretty sure that was a trend. Oh Lord, please, God, please, 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 please. That's too close. That's too close. Hold on, let me log in. I'll tell my story in a second. That's no. Oh Lord. I almost died there. But, what was I saying? Yeah, so like you go around and you just say, you really just say, "Give me my money," and maybe do hand gestures or something, or say it in like a quirky way. I honestly couldn't tell you. But anyway, this reel was one of those trends, and man, the group that was doing it, how do I say this? It was like, I think it was like I want to say it was like a high school special needs group class, and obviously without, the people in the group were special needs, and they were doing the trend. It was actually really wholesome because it looked like each individual had a different disability, and they were all doing like this fun thing together as a group. And it was cute and stuff. It wasn't pretty. Oh, I won this. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. But what my point of telling you this was I will just say that I saw the video on Instagram, the reel. It was very wholesome. I enjoyed it. Very cool to see different disabilities come together. Um, and that's all I have to say on the matter. Um, cool. 49 and 12 went 1-1 today. I will take it. That first one, I think I was just outdueled. But it won't happen again. Lessons learned, and we'll come back better next time. All right, see ya.